Alright, let's take a look at a 2v2 here. We're going to be spectating this Imperial Guard player today. Uh, Basically, we want to see how Imperial Guard plays on these 2v2 kind of matchups. We got Mad Destar here as Imperial Guard. His ally is Mad Epials, as this is a battle. And the enemies today are going to be Bob with Space Marines and Toxic Soul as Chaos. So, if you guys aren't familiar with this map, this is Gor'Hael Crater. It's a reasonably small map. So yeah, I'm always intrigued to see what kind of plays IG will do on a small map like this. Um, Obviously, we'll be seeing lots of turrets happening. As a kind of like a a 90 blue, 40 green, pretty cheap weighted to just get some extra defense down where you need it. And players are on opposite sides to each other, so be some interesting fights going on here. Okay, let's play now. Okay, so Desta going for the standard build here. He's got the two guardsmen queued up and the one engineer, and puts down the infantry command. Good spot to put it, not all the way back here, but up in front of this entrance here, just so that these two, the listening post and the infantry command, will really just provide a strong defense over on that side. And obviously the plasma generator goes down. And as you can see, Destar's actually going to get out one entrance there sooner. Because well, it looks like he's going to build a turret over near this relic here. And that often happens in this map. You want to be fighting for the relics, obviously, because relics are a very valuable resource. And, excuse me, you really want to be sitting on 4 points rather than just the 3 close to your base, right? So, yep, down comes the turret. Immediately going to capture this relic just to secure it earlier. Command squad coming out, attaching the priest with the Psycho on Overwatch. And Bob will come in here and try to deny this turret. Going in melee here because tech priests do have commander armor, so... And it's easy to type the Space Marine squad if it's shooting with the command squad anyway, so it's just better to go in melee here. But Desta does send 2 tech priests in to finish up this turret. One tech priest goes down, but the turret is finished, and that's what he really needed. So these Space Marines will now have to retreat. And this is going to be hard to deal with now. Probably best to ignore this kind of defense early on. However, Chaos will capture his relic on this side. And we just got one unfortified strategic point here. Probably just, doesn't have the resources to build an LP on it yet. And obviously going out, doing some harass, bringing down the Force Commander's health down a little bit. And Sisters will also come in on this side to harass as well. And this is kind of ideal, right? You want to be doing this in these kind of small maps. Because if you're not being aggressive and your opponent is, then he will have the advantage against you, really. You've got to play a bit offensively as well. And listening posts coming up now. Relic captured, looking good. So actually just the 2 is it just the 2 guardsman squads right now? Yeah, it looks like he cancelled... Oh man, excuse me. Looks like he cancelled one of the squads just to save a bit of money by the looks of it. Yes, we got the cultists with grenades, so Chaos obviously trying to go for that fast vehicles opening. I was actually anticipating this from Chaos. When you see the 2 generators in the armory, that usually means that, yeah, they're just going for the fast vehicles here. Trying to take down a generator, but this LP2 will protect it. Chaos LP2s do deal quite a decent amount of damage, as you can see with the Psyker's health go down. But that sounded like 2 heretics? No, just the one killed. Will he get this generator down, I wonder? No, he'll have to run. The Psyker goes down. Probably running this way to... yeah, needs to help his ally here. More cultists with grenades, helping out these Space Marines. This is a bit hard to stop here. But if they're caught unaware, these cultists will fall really quickly, especially to the Inferno pistol. So nice push, but a bit of a risky one as well. Potential to lose lots of cultists here. And yeah, Distar making another Tech Priest, sending his... got the Commissar coming along with his 2 Guardsman squads. And a turret gonna go down here as well. Now this is a good play by Distar here. This is the proper way of using turrets. Usually I see beginners, you know, just dropping turrets in their base. But in a situation like this, where you're being pushed, and you know you don't want to be investing too much in making new squads and stuff, you can just drop a turret, and it'll provide enough cover fire to, as you can see, like make the enemy retreat, force your enemy to retreat, and yeah, it's a good kind of distraction tactic. So good play there. And these cultists just falling to the flamers and the Inferno pistols. No way of stopping that. Even these guardsmen will do good damage to the weak cultists. And Bob places a turret of his own in retaliation. Canoness will have to run away from this. Don't get too greedy. So far, Distar is still sitting on tier 2. He has 3 generators up now. Looking to build up that power for tier 2 vehicles by the looks of it. Yeah, Chaos already getting the machine pit up and going. And, oh, we got a sorcerer out. Not sure what he's gonna achieve here though. Just damage this listening post a bit, force him to repair it maybe. But other than that, not really much value going on there. Yep, LP2 is being upgraded now from Distar. It'd be interesting to see what he goes for in tier 2. What kind of builds. If he's up against this yeah, Defiler build from Saul. Looks like he might have to go for the Sentinels and the heavy weapons teams with las cannons. Usually that's the counterplay you see in this type of matchup. This is kind of a better push here, attacking this unupgraded listening post. Yeah. Just Chaos, just keeping that that aggression going. Good stuff. We like to see that. And here comes out the first Defiler. Now this is going to be a problem for these weak infantry squads. Defiler's artillery cannon just demolishes unupgraded infantry. You know, it's really even like Celestians as well. It can be pretty rough to deal with actually. But Distar will be adding a missile turret onto the turret, which is good. Now this Defiler will have to move back a bit. Taken a few missiles there though. Cool. Oh, okay. So, yep. Mechanized command already up from Destar. He, at some point, built a turret here as well, just to stop any kind of invasions from this side. And the 4th generator going up. Yeah, I always try to build at least 4 generators by tier 2. It's a pretty decent amount to get a steady flow of power going. And that was the Sentinel add-on being added to the mechanized command there. So now we will see the Sentinels coming out. And now Imperial Guard and Sisters will have a pretty solid defense against these defilers from Chaos. We got Celestians coming, and a Rhino transport possibly to transport these Battle Sisters around. Give them a little extra protection. Okay, so Space Marines coming in with a bit of a Rhino Sting thing going on here. Yeah, best to destroy the transport first, and then now these Space Marines are caught out in the open. Obviously no real response that either team can do to catch these Space Marines out. But, you know, if there were heavy weapons teams covering this area, yeah, these Space Marines would be in a lot of trouble. Saul making the Hell Talons, possibly to counter the Sentinel. And out comes a Predator. Oh my goodness. He's not sticking to just one build, he's going for all of them. Wow, interesting, okay. Predator's bit tanky. They can take some damage. I wonder why he made the Predator against Sisters of Battle though, because Celestians will be able to take out this Predator really easily. There's no kind of disruption that comes from a Predator. Maybe he's trying to combine the Defiler artillery with the DPS of the Predator. That would make a little bit of sense. I think. Destar does lose this LP, but he's just going to capture it straight back. And 6th generator coming up. So that's all 6 built and ready to go. Yeah, he must be really wanting to invest in his vehicles. And he goes for the Basilisk. Okay, now that's interesting. I'd be interested to know why he went for the Basilisk. Basilisks are a bit expensive for power. Maybe he wants to disrupt the Space Marine mess that's going on here. And as you can see with the heavy weapons team, the range on the las cannon is pretty long, so that's why it's like one of the ideal counters to any kind of vehicle masses. Yeah, the range is pretty insane. Defilers making their moves around the map, trying to gain as much value as they can with their massive Defiler cannons, if you want to call them that. I'm not even sure what they are. Oh, great, we got the power, improved power grid research coming up. Excellent. Yeah, the cost of this one is a little bit different than the rest of the races. I only noticed this actually recently. Usually it's 200 blue and 40 green, but for Imperial Guard it's 150 blue and 50 green. So, yeah, a bit of an interesting fact there if you didn't know that already. But yeah, always get your globals, obviously. Has he got the requisition global? I don't think so. This is 12, sorry, 18, 36, 48. I don't think he has the or does he? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, guys. Maybe he does. I can't really math right now. I've got to watch this fight. Wow, okay. Celestian's gonna take down these Defilers. Brilliant tactic here by Epials, putting the Celestians in the Rhino, getting them up close and personal to those Defilers. Ah, okay, so now we see the Basilisks paying off. Really just hammering down on these Space Marines, and now these Space Marines are kind of reduced to nothing. Wow, another good strike from the Celestians here. Chaos and Space Marines aren't even focusing these Celestians. They're just kind of accepting their fate at this point. Huge amounts of value lost from both Chaos and Space Marines in this fight. So yeah, that's pretty devastating, honestly. Obliterators go down. Will they go down? If they go down, that's another huge loss as well. But you know, this is kind of unstoppable now. 3 Celestian squads with mounters are just gonna demolish all of these buildings. Possessed Marines come out, but I think it's pretty much over at this point. Space Marines still in tier 2. There's not much they can... there's literally nothing they can do to stop this at this point, really. Command squad does go down. But look at how fast this stronghold will just get melted by these Celestians. Some attempt to tie up the Celestians with the Possessed squads, I suppose. Unfortunately, Possessed squads can only tie up one Celestian squad at a time, so the others can just focus them down. But the goal here is to reduce this stronghold to nothing. These guardsmen giving these obliterators a bit of a scare. They have to run away. Curse you! If only we had better melee weapons. And Space Marine calls it quits. Calls it GG. And that is game. Awesome stuff from the Mad team. Yeah, pretty unexpected. I was just expecting the Sentinels and the heavy weapons, but the Basilisks were a nice surprise. I thought he would just go for these anti-vehicle units and just go straight for tier 3, tick to tier 3, but it looked like he invested a little bit more just to, I don't know, just to really make sure that they won the fight, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, you can never be too safe, right? So yeah, well played from everybody, and hope this was helpful to you guys. And that's it for Imperial Guard 2v2. The next one I'll be doing will be in a 3v3, and maybe in those kinds of games you'll see more teching happening from Imperial Guard. But for now, until then, yeah, this has been me, Jagus. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.